you, Ewan. And I love the sounds Graham's making because that's exactly what's going to be happening. The Undead is going to be taking the streets in Cape Town tomorrow for the annual zombie walk. Now, don't be afraid because these flesh-eating zombies, they're not coming out to get you. In fact, they're going to be raising money for, they're going to be raising money for neglected animals in the Luck Lucy organization. And joining us this morning in studio to talk about the zombie walk is co-founder and about the event is Luke Wiggins. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good morning.
Now, good morning. I want to know from you, zombies have really become a phenomenon, especially people in South Africa are really fascinated with it. But what would you say why are South Africans so obsessed with zombies?
I think there's a small element of possibility. There's a lot of movie and franchises built around it, and definitely getting into character. People like the opportunity to dress up. So definitely it's something that we've seen grow and expand and infect more and more people.
Yes, now I know what you said is grown because Halloween's not something we would celebrate as South Africans. Many people have opposing views to it. But what type of crowd do you draw at the zombie walk?
Oh, well, one would think it's a specific niche, but it's actually quite diverse, We've got students to older people, we've got kids coming through, anyone who's just, wanting to do something a little bit different. And obviously the cause is the main angle behind it, so anyone, really.
Anyone. Now, to get yourself all zombied up, I had a little bit of experience yesterday, and it can take up to hours getting all that makeup and prosthetics and silicone and all those things on you. What are some of the coolest looks you've seen?
A lot of people spend, quite a bit of time going through it. We have quite a few people that have done every single walk since the first one, and they spend, 5-6 hours in makeup, full-on silicone, prosthetics, makeup. It's quite a bit of chaos, and they plan their outfits, some of them, a year in advance. Last year we saw quite a few of them go. We had a giant zombie rat, a gentleman who built an entire costume for himself, and a group of people who came as, I think, a company flight attendants. So definitely there's a lot that goes into their costumes and their planning.
Okay, and I need to ask you, do you dress up for this as well?
Yes, obviously as sort of founders of the event, there's a lot of pressure on us to make sure that we stand out on the day. And it is quite a bit of fun to be at the front of the horde, as we call it.
Okay, well, Luke, thank you so much for coming to chat to us about
Sure.
the zombie walk. Now, I got a little bit of a first hand yesterday. I mean, I was sitting in that seat for a while, getting makeup done, but I think you should check it out. Danny Nix is here to turn me into a zombie and give us a DIY fix on how you can create a half-torn face effect without advanced prosthetics.
I'm going to outline the area we're going to work with, just so we have a guideline. I'm going to use this little sponge to apply the liquid latex. The mold is plastic, and it'll just peel off. You also put some Vaseline at the bottom to help it along. I'm just going to put a single layer on just to give you some foundation. You're going to help me now. We're going to use these to actually build up the skin so it's all swollen and gnarly. Latex, tissue, latex, tissue. Okay, make sure you cover all of the latex. Doesn't matter if there's pieces that aren't stuck down, and you can fold the tissue over, create rivets and depth, create the hanging effect, the flesh. Once that's dry, we have to wait for it to dry. I'm going to use the scar wax, give it a skin-like texture, give it some 3D effects before. One more layer of latex, let it dry, and then another one to seal it. Carefully cut the little crease line. Essentially, you have torn flesh now. I'm going to just cover a little bit, very thin layer of your base just to kind of get the same color tone. I'm going to stick your teeth on now. Fold the cotton wool in and just dab some of the nail glue onto it and try and get it set underneath the flap.
Kidding, it's still me. How easy is this DIY? Now you can also go and create a half-torn face effect, and the best part is you do not need any professional prosthetics. With this Saturday being the zombie walk, I think I'm ready to go and join all the other flesh-eating zombies out there.